It's surprising that China imports quite so much of the world's entire production. Of course, a lot is re-exported inside products like smartphones and PCs, but a lot is consumed in China. So it's not surprising, really, that China has some focus on trying to increase the amount of domestic content, especially in the products that end up staying in China.
How big of an industry? What kind of money are we talking about? And how much has it grown from year to year?
Well, it's just past $400 billion last year, 2017. I forget off the top of my head what the growth rate was, but it was higher than normal, more like 10 or 15%, I think, last year from the previous year, 2016.
What about the role of semiconductors in China's artificial intelligence ambitions, and what are some other trends when it comes to semiconductors?
Well, in terms of China's artificial intelligence, obviously that involves computers, and so it involves semiconductors, but it doesn't especially involve China's own semiconductor industry. Surprisingly, China's biggest import is semiconductors. It's bigger even than oil. About 30 to 40% of the world's semiconductors are imported into China from other countries, so it's a huge number. But at this point, it's mostly about software and cloud computing rather than any specialized semiconductor implementation.
There have been ongoing trade tensions between the U.S. and China. How closely is the semiconductor industry watching what is taking place? Are there any concerns?
They've generally taken the view that this is so international, you can't really build a computer without it involving products from hundreds of companies. You can't build a semiconductor without equipment that comes from all over the world and other sort of ingredients that go into the manufacture. So there's a general feeling that if you had trade, it would be trade restrictions on any of this. It would kind of be suicidal for semiconductor and thus for electronics. And then ultimately things like computers and automobiles and other end products that depend a lot on electronics.